once I learned how to write bad checks, it was like, oh my God, it was like heaven, because I could write a check, go to the bank, and they give me whatever I asked for. And I said, oh my God.
Yeah.
And so then I just got crazy. I just started having everybody I knew writing checks for me. So I had me a check cashing ring.
Yeah.
And they was all drug addicts. I would say, okay, Monday we set up the accounts, Friday we go get the money. And so between Monday and Friday, I wouldn't give them too much money, because if I give them too much money, they get high, and they be gone. So I might give them just enough to keep them going. So it became an organized business. And over time, you know, the feds got wind of it because we was cashing checks out of state.
That's what I was going to say. Yeah. It had to cross state
lines.
But
even if you don't leave the state line, they said you caused the check to go across the state line, so that's feds. So the feds got involved like that, and they gave me a lot of time. They gave me 40 years. You know.
Is this, in your book, you talk about how you had an expectation of a deal being cut, and then...
Oh, yeah. That was the cross out. And so,
cross out.
Yeah. What happened was, I had a public defender attorney, and he says, oh, you probably get 5, 6 years. You know, it's no crime. And so then
you figure you've done that before, no big deal.
Yeah, right.
Years,
and I was thinking that too. Write checks. I mean, how, you know.
Right, I'm writing checks.
But I don't know I'm dealing with the federal
I'm not
government.
Doing bank robberies.
Right. But I don't know I'm dealing with the federal government. I don't know I'm dealing with a judge from Cedar Rapids, Iowa. You know, I don't know that
Bad state.
Right. I don't know he's part of this Masonic Brotherhood, Illuminati, and everything else. You know.
The Illuminati.
I don't know.
All I know is I want to join that Masonic group.
I said,
I don't remember that.
Me too. But we are part of the Illuminati once you have this spiritual awakening.
Yeah.
Am I true?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, because you really can't, you know, the Illuminati simply people that can't be touched. No, we can't be touched. You know, so, I mean, am I getting ahead of the game here? Or?
No, okay. You're allowed to go on as you wish. We will cover this territory as well.
You know, and so what happened was this attorney led me to believe that I was going to get 7 years. Then right before I was about to get sentenced, I had a dream. And I went to the prosecuting attorney. I said, how much time am I going to get? It's going to be substantial. And the feeling was so heavy. I woke up in the middle of the night. I said, oh, man. You know, and I really trust my dreams. And as we go deep into the interview, you'll realize that I live by my dreams. I had that because in prison, all I had was my dreams. That was the only thing that gave me relief was my dreams. And pretty soon, I realized my dreams were like omens. They would tell me things. As further on we go, I started trusting my dreams. I trusted this dream. Even though I was a novice at this, I was trusting this dream. And so I went to court 40 years.
40 years.
And judge says, well, I'm going to send. He says, Mr. Johnson, has anybody made any promises to you? No, sir. No. Do you know what you're doing? Yes, sir. Lying. I had no effing idea what the hell I was doing. If I did, I would have said, no, sir, I have no idea what's going on here. Could you explain to me what's going on over and over? I remember I'd been there 10 years. Yeah. Because you had to break the law down to me. Yeah. And so anyway, you know, seriously, if I don't understand count one. What is conspiracy? I don't understand forgery. Could you explain that to me, sir? No, I don't really understand. I said, yes.
Years later, it was told.
You still he explaining things to me. And he said, well,
can I get some lunch?
But I said, you find most criminals, most people that get they say, yes, I understand. Yeah, how the fuck you understand the law? You don't understand it. Right. You cannot understand it. It's impossible to understand. Yes, I understand, Your Honor. Yeah, you know why you're pleading. Yes, I understand. Okay, then I'm going to sentence you count 1, 3, 5, and 7. They're going to run concurrent. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. So, and there'll be 10 years for each one of them. Concurrent 10 years. Okay. Getting kind of scary already, but 10 years I still can handle 10 years. He said, and count 2, 4, 6, 8. They're going to be consecutive to each other.
Don't like that
consecutive means I got to do that one, I got to do that one, I got to do that one.
Consecutive.
Right. He says, in the conspiracy I dropped. That's only 5 years. I guess you do drop 5 years. You know. Boom. He closed the thing, got up and ran. Everybody's still looking like, what happened? He ran straight out the courtroom.
Wow.
He left. Just left. He just banged and left. I'm standing like, what the hell? my attorney says, I don't know what's happening. And the prosecuting attorney, he just closed his book up. He knew what was going on.
Mm.
I said, 40 years. Damn, I'm 32 years old. I'm calculating now.
Yeah.
I got to do over, oh, man, I can't, oh, man. I got to do 10 flat years. Now, 32 years of age, you're just at the peak of everything.
Yeah.
And he knew this. He said, if I can gut him, you know, like you did take a gut of fish, you can just gut him, I won't have no more problems out of him.
Yeah.
Well, he did a damn good job at this.
Yeah.
He really took a lot of energy out of me, like toward the game and everything. And so I got sent back to the county jail, and I just went into a deep. I had never in my life been so depressed. I mean, because the federal government is the most powerful government in the world.
Yeah, I would
in the
say.
World, in the world.
Yeah.
And they had me, and I knew they had me, and I knew that even if I escape, all that stuff come up. But even escaping from the feds, I mean, they're not going to never, ever quit chasing you. So I said, oh, man, this is ugly. And so I went back, and they sent me to Chicago to get orientation and to get sentenced to whatever facility they're going to send me to. And I was in Chicago, and I was, this is in my book, too. I was very, very depressed, and I went to a doctor, German doctor, I would guess, because his name was something.
Cliffhauser.
Yeah, he says, you depressed? I said, yes, I'm depressed. Okay, then here's some pills. And I started trying to save the pills up because I was going to commit suicide. I said, well, I'm going to teach the judge. I'm going to teach everybody. See, here, this is crazy. I'm the one who put myself in jail. Now I'm going to punish them by killing myself. But that's the way the mind, that's the way the ego. That's
perfect resistance to what is.
To what, right, there it was. So I was totally resistant to, well, I'm out of here.
Yeah.
And so I started saving the pills up, and this black guard came around one evening, and he talked to me. He says, that light inside of you will not die. You cannot put it out. So I'm just egging him, I'm ignoring him, a layman, like
egging him.
Yeah, like a layman.
Like I'm egging him.
Like I'm not layman. I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. Playing dumb. He says, I know what you're trying to do. It ain't gonna work.
Can't put the light out.
Right. He said that light inside of you won't die. And this is a Christian guy, but the way he said it was like, light inside of me won't die. I can't put it out. This is like my first initiation into consciousness, into metaphors and symbology. Just like the light inside won't die. He says, and you see those guys out there sitting around the TV? He said, why don't you go talk to those guys? And these were guys called Black Israelites. And I started going, and so I went over there. I said, man, the guard told me to come talk to y'all, man. I don't know why, He said, what's going on? I said, well, he said the light inside me won't die, and I'm be honest with you, man. I want to commit suicide. I want to kill myself. And the guy says, oh, no, don't worry. No, you ain't going to do that. And these brothers put their arm around me, man. And the first time somebody put their arms around me.
Yeah. Yeah.
And said, we won't let you die, brother. Won't let you die.
Yeah.
We won't let you die. They held me. They took me to the law library. They took the pills from me, gave them to one of their buddies who got high for
Yeah. Let someone else get high.
Yeah. And that was in everybody's life. There's a turning point. That was a turning point for me, Chris. That was it. Man.
Of course.
We would not be having that conversation if it weren't for that guard, a prison guard. Of all things.
Unconditional love.
Right. That's unconditional love showing up in the form of a prison guard, saying that light won't die. That's what did it to me, man. That just turned me around right there. Then he says, go over there and talk to some more light, just get some more light. And they got me more light.